Greetings and welcome back to Smartwatch Ticks. We're a YouTube channel on the web at smartwatchticks.com, and I've got a box with another smartwatch in it for you. And we want you to enjoy your smartwatch. I like it when they put that right on the back. It's an IP68 one. Let's take a quick look at it, then I'll tell you about it. Inside the box, already assembled, is the brand new Kospet probe. IP68, full touch screen, customized watch face, heart rate, long standby. That's the thing I was looking for. This puppy available from Banggood. Check the show notes for the buying link and a coupon discount, we hope, off of the price. This one has, right down here, we'll skip to it. Look at this. Standby time of 2 months. Use time of about a month. 2-hour charging to get all of that out of it. It's a 1.3 inch 240 by 240 LCD. Now starting from the top, we've got Android 4.4 and iPhone support as well. Uses a YFit app for tethering. These are the languages supported by the app, and now the languages supported by the device itself. We mentioned IP68 waterproof. The basic monitors in here, customized watch face capability, all of these different things are supported. It's got vibration, that's good. And of course, alarms and calendars, sedentary reminders, all of that. So we're looking at a basic smartwatch in a very decent sized form with the added enhancement of an extra long battery life. And wow, looks like we might even have an extra strap in here. Let's check it out. Take all this stuff off, and sure enough, wow, it ships with a nice brightly colored band. I think you can get the secondary band in a couple of different colors. And this one's green, this one's orange, and then black with the highlight color around it. Cool. Whoa. Whoa, I've got 2 chargers, one for work and one for home. Why don't they put something like this in an Android watch that lasts 2 days instead of giving me 2 chargers for something that's going to last 2 months? Wow. Well, I don't know. I'll charge an hour at home and an hour in the office. User manual. Oh, and 2 screen protectors if you want to add those to your watch. Haven't seen these for a while packed with watches. And of course, a user's manual, which we'll page through for you. This is Android 5. That's interesting. Okay, there's the QR code to scan to download the Tethering app, or you can click in the show notes of this video, and I'll have the link directly to the Google Play Store for you. Here's some of the main features of the device. It's got weather too, that's cool. Of course, you need to be tethered to your phone in order for things like that to transfer over. Heart rate and blood pressure and blood oxygen, all of those standard things now showing up on all these devices are on this one. You've got the remote picture capability, a built-in stopwatch. Looks like it's got really big numbers on it too. Screen timeout for setting, factory reset, brightness controls, and a couple of things about the app, it looks like. Okay. Oh, Q&A. Wow. Very extensive manual. They took some time on this. And then we get into other languages as well. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll take this one and I'll charge it up for us and we'll test it out. Oh, look at that back. Beautiful carbon fiber spiral, heart rate detecting, and not strong enough to hold it. That's kind of my little strength test, but it does snap into place with the magnets. Removable bands, of course, 1 single button, a nice subdued bezel. You've got your markings on it, but nothing more, and a really shiny overall outer bezel. Yep, CE. Excellent. Let's play with this one. Well, this one operates a bit different than others. It's going to be fun to play with this. Normally, you would swipe down and you get controls like this, which we're used to doing. We'll come back to those. You swipe to the left and you'd get notifications. Yep, that's the same. Oh, look at how it kind of came back when I went that way. It dropped down. Watch this, though. If I go to the right, I'm getting into some cards that has my step count, my last night's sleep time, and the weather in my area in Fahrenheit. Look at that. Isn't that cool? You can switch it centigrade Fahrenheit from the app and back to the main page. If you swipe up, you get into some other cards. This is your health stuff. It showed you the last heart rate, and now it's taking my heart rate, gave me a range of 134 and a low of 66, and you see the chart that's developing in a 24-hour period there? That's pretty cool. Run it for a while, and you're going to have a history of your heart rate in a graph. Just said 78 as I flipped it. Here we go with blood pressure. It's giving you the readings as step charts here. Shows you the levels on the side. And same kind of thing. If I leave it, it'll give you the systolic over diastolic. And here we go for blood oxygen. Same type of thing on a scale from, 88 to 100. And it'll give you your blood oxygen reading as well. Then you get to the remote music player and more. And when you get into more, now you get into all kinds of things. Here's where you have the different sporting activities, walk, run, and cycling. You've got climbing, yoga, and basketball, football, badminton, and skipping, and even swimming with this waterproof watch. All those are there, not GPS supported, mind you. A breath activity here that you can set for different times and different speeds, which is pretty darn cool. I tend to be a slow breather when I really get into it, and you can switch all of that, and you can make your time, looks like a couple of minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever you want. And then you touch the start. When you do this, it gives you a countdown, and it's a little bizarre. You feel this tingly vibration as you inhale, and it stops as you exhale. And then when it gets down, it starts vibrating again. I'm used to the ones that just kind of go drr, drr, at each times in and out. But this one, it's really clear when you should be inhaling because you get that constant vibration. Then you got a shutter for remote shutter use for taking pictures with your phone when you're tethered to it. A really bright stopwatch. But as with most watches, as soon as you leave it, it's gone and you have to start over. So when you're in stopwatch, you have to leave that there. You find your phone. This is cool. Your screen sleep time, how long you want it to stay on. While we're doing this review, let's crank it all the way up to 15 seconds. Of course, it's going to supposedly use more power, but hey, this is 60 days on this watch, right? Here's our watch faces. This is sad. There's only 3. There's the one you just saw. Then there's this one right here. And then you have the DIY face. Oh, where were we? Let's see. Where were we? We were here, 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 here. Oh my goodness. That's a little challenge to get back to where you were. Have that one. And then you have this one, and this is one where you can put your own background picture and the time in a digital and change the colors and stuff like that. I bailed out of it again. Okay, so those 3, and you'll see in the app you get the same kind of thing with those there. I'm so sorry. We shouldn't have bailed out of there. That's your watch faces. Then you can reset the watch and power it off from right here. Bring up that QR code, and about the watch tells you that when you're tethering, you're going to look for SN80-Y. That's the connected thing that shows up on Bluetooth in the app when you tether it. And that is it. After the more, we're back to the watch face again. Okay, how about the app? The app is called YFit. We haven't really done much with this. A couple of them have used this in the past. This is a Google Play Store. Again, the link in the show notes can take you right there, or just search for YFit. Open it up. You have an option of creating an account or logging in without an account, which is great. That's what I've done. And this is your home page. It shows you your basic information, my distance traveled stuff so far from the pedometer, my last workout, I don't have any. Here's my heart rate information, and there's that chart that you actually saw in the watch, and it got a really high abnormal reading at one point, but it did record it, so it's good to see that you've got that broad range working here. Did that do anything? Yeah, it does. Okay, you can bring a bar up and you can actually see the readings. It's kind of bright on the screen, right? Let's dim that down for you and bring that in here again. Okay, you see that? I don't know if it's readable or not. I think it is. Okay, that's your heart rate. Last workout again. By the days, you can pick out the day of the calculator and show the workouts that you've done, which is that second tab over here. You've got your last night's sleep time, which show up in here with all the breakout in terms of total duration, deep sleep, shallow sleep, your start and end time, and revival intervals. That might be your awake time. Haven't slept with it yet, so don't know what that would look like overall. Blood pressure shows up as 2 lines on a chart that's going to go across, and you'll have your linear representation of what those are. By the way, those look low for me for my typical blood pressure. I don't see a way in the settings to adjust for your own cuff reading to normalize it or calibrate it. So you're going to have to do that manually. Here's the blood oxygen that shows up as dots going across the screen. And I can remotely start testing here and on the blood pressure. You press that button and it invokes the activity on the watch. It begins it over there, lights it up, and does it while it's being worn. I'll go ahead and let this run all the way through so you can see it. And then it'll give you the current blood oxygen reading that it's picking up off of your arm. And there we are, 95. Don't doubt it. I'm rhythmic breathing right now and not taking it down into my diaphragm, so I'm probably a little light on that one. And that is it. These are the categories. And you do have that same for blood pressure. You can start an instant reading. Heart rate is always reading, so that's creating that chart for you. Here's our workouts. You can set GPS. You can do an outdoor run. I'm not sure you can change that. Possibly here. Background running permissions. Pause automatically. Oh, text to speech, keep the screen always on. This is on your phone. So you could try downloading this app and seeing if you can, you don't need to log in, and I don't think you need to have a device connected to do this part. So you might try this as an app for doing your runs if you're going to run with your phone. Coming over here, we've got the actual stuff for the watch itself. This is the model number. You can do the background run permissions set up there. Here are the watch faces. I hope we can bring in a bunch more here. Here we go. All right. You have 3 on the watch, right? And there's all these other ones in here that, it just keeps going. That's great. Different color combinations of different styles. I want to take that one and see what it looks like. So it's going to sync that dial to me. And what we want to find out is, does it replace one of the others? Can you have more than 3? Can you have a 4th? We'll see. There we go. And there it is on the watch. And look, we've got the other 3 supposedly here as well. I can select that. Here's how you mess around with that. I can come in and edit it. I can change the text color to yellow if I wanted to. I can say okay. And now I've got yellow on that time. And here's the other 2 that were already there. And then there is our big bright one that we just put. And of course, there's more. How many total? Well, that's something you'll have to find out on your own when you buy the watch. I have no idea. Let's go on. That's our watch faces. Call reminder. If you want to be reminded of an incoming call, you won't be able to answer it from the watch. There's no mic or speaker on it. Your app alerts. These are all the different notifications that you would set up from the different apps on the phone to trigger an alarm over basically on your watch, your notifications. Over all alarms, sedentary reminders, your goal notifications when you reach them. Here's this is kind of cool. Under the music control, you have all the different kind of things that you have installed, and you can select which one you want the music player to automatically start playing from your phone through the phone speaker, right? Usually it's just the last thing whatever was playing. So if you've got all these different things installed, you can pick one of them, and that should be the overriding music player activation. That's sweet. Drinking alerts, all these are repeat timers. Time format 12:24. It is afternoon right now. Come on, baby. There you go. Change it to 24 and confirm. and I do switch it back over to military time, 24-hour time. You can find the band. When you do that, you just basically get a vibration and it lights up the screen. Set up do not disturb. The twist your wrist to see the chime. Automatic heart rate detection is on. The camera thing, and a firmware upgrade. And oh, by the way, there was a firmware update waiting for this, and I've already updated it. So make sure after you get it tethered, you check the firmware update. Last thing is you can set up your goals, your thumbnail, and all the stuff about you. The unit settings for this device can be in feet or centimeters, can be in kilograms and pounds, and you can do the weather display in Fahrenheit or centigrade as well. So a lot of capabilities, pretty simple, straightforward app, covers the basics, but covers them well. And you do have multitude of watch faces that you can select. And we didn't cover this. There's the do not disturb that you can turn on and off right here. There's your overall brightness. And we are at the brightest level. There it is, really nice and soft. So at night, it's not going to be too bright. You can adjust that however you like. Let's put it about right there. You can make a flashlight out of it, so it'll just light up to find your keyhole and then bail out of that. And now this one takes you back down to all of this, which is what we had to get to before from here by going all the way down to more. Remember that? So you got a nice shortcut from here to there by tapping that and going into your breathing. Nice watch. Okay, once again, what we're looking at is a Kospet product. It's called the Kospet Pro. It's an IP68, even has swimming on it as one of the activities, smartwatch. About $35, maybe a little less if we can get you a coupon discount for it. And comes in a couple of different colors and a nice selection of watch faces that are downloadable from the app. Alrighty, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again soon.